before and a couple guys that I haven't played against. So it was good. Definitely had a good workout here in Portland. So.
What'd you do? 3-on-3 and shooting drills and stuff like that?
Yeah, we did some shooting. Got a lot of shooting up, some one-on-ones, some full court one-on-ones. Then at the end, half court and full 3-on-3. So there was a lot of live action stuff. They wanted to see what we look like when we're live. So definitely good. I like that type of stuff.
This process is over. How many workouts will you have done, do you think?
Top of my head, I think 9, 10, somewhere around there. Not at the top of my head, but it's a good estimate. You know how it is. It could change or all that type. You know how it is.
How many have you done?
This will be my 4th right here, so really just getting started.
Are you getting the sense that teams are viewing you as a 4 as opposed to a 5?
Definitely. I think I am a 4. I think in college I played the 5. That was where I was most effective. But I think I'll be effective at the next level at the 4 position. I think teams are starting to see that.
You kind of a traditional 4 rather than like a guy who gets out on the perimeter and stuff like that. Is that safe to say?
Sure, I guess you could put it that way. I definitely think I like to use my athleticism to my advantage. So definitely later on down the line, I can be really versatile, play a couple positions, how the NBA is going. Later on, I might play small ball 5 or something like that. So definitely looking to be very versatile.
Skill-wise, what do you feel like you would bring to an NBA team?
I use this as a skill, as a baseline, just come and bring a lot of energy, make winning plays, and just play my heart out. That's the thing I'll bring first and foremost.
What kind of feedback did you get today?
A lot of good feedback. A lot of stuff. Obviously I have to work on to get better. That you want to see at the next level, reading coverages, being better, and stuff like that. NBA stuff. But just playing to my strengths and doing what I do best.
Did you go against TJ at all?
Yeah, I did play against TJ today. We're the only 2 traditional bigs in the workout. So like I said, didn't get a chance to play against TJ before, so definitely happy to get to go at him today.
Was there anything unique about this workout compared to your other workouts?
I think the only thing unique was it was TJ and I were the only 2 bigs. There's usually a couple other bigs in workouts, so for me and him to be the sole focus on the post was kind of cool.
What was your first impression of Portland? What do you think of this place?
I actually lived in Tacoma, Washington for a while, so I'm already used to the Pacific Northwest. Been in Portland a little bit when I was younger for a lot of tournaments and stuff, so definitely familiar place.
With your mom's connection to Virgin Islands and Wake Forest and all that, is it hard to step away from the Tim Duncan kind of comparison?
That's always going to come up. Like you said, you got the Virgin Islands. I'm a power forward. I went to Wake, so there's too many connections for us not to be compared, and not in the sense of basketball, but just the similarities that we have off the court.
John, you weren't really having touts coming out of high school, but obviously you've got yourself to this point where you're first one talent. How do you think you've worked yourself in that position, or do you think you were always kind of just undersold?
Obviously, you're going to have that self-confidence to feel like, I feel like I'm a first-round pick regardless, but I think I've definitely put in a lot of hard work, worked myself in this position. Coach Manning and I and all the whole staff at Wake got myself into the gym over my freshman summer going into my sophomore year. So it was a lot of hard work, stuff that I take pride in, and I just got better, and I love the process.
John, was there a defining moment in your life that kind of changed things, or that kind of got you on this path?
I think the biggest thing really was, getting my first college offer. I really didn't think I was going to play Division I basketball. It wasn't something that was, in my mind. And then when I got a couple offers, I was like, oh wow, I actually could really start doing this, and actually kind of good, It's kind of hit me. So that was really the turning point where I kind of took it seriously and chose that to be my next step in my life.
Back up a little bit. You said you spent some time in Tacoma. When did you leave, and what were the circumstances?
It was my mom was military, so she was Air Force. We got stationed up here in McCord Air Force Base down in Tacoma, Lakewood, Washington, I should say. So after that, we were there for like 8, 9 years. Then moved back to Florida. Home in Virgin Islands and Florida is where most of my family is. So moved down there just to be closer to home.
What'd she do in the Air Force?
Sorry?
What'd she do in the Air Force?
She worked with ammunition. Yeah.
What's it like life
Definitely strict, a lot of rules and guidelines and stuff you got to follow. It's just a different lifestyle. And then to be out of that as an older kid kind of gives you good perspective. I think that you have and didn't have when I was younger. So.
Couldn't wait to get out of that house and go to college, huh?
Sorry?
Couldn't wait to get out and go to college then, probably.
Hey, man. Mom's super strict, so definitely have a little bit of freedom is nice.
Most fours in the NBA today kind of have to be a stretch and have a perimeter game.
Mm-hmm.
What is your range outside?
Oh, I definitely think I can shoot the 3. I think the jump shot's always been there for me. I think it's all about repetitions and making myself extremely comfortable around that perimeter. Because like you said, the NBA is going to that place where if you can't really shoot threes, you're kind of going extinct, and that traditional big is kind of not being seen as much. So for a guy my size, I definitely need to shoot the three.
In college, you were mostly back to the basket, right?
Yeah, I think it was just more of taking on my role. You know, coach told me to go down in the paint, dominate the paint. He didn't necessarily really ask me to, make threes, and I think it was just more of taking my role. I think if coach would have asked me to shoot threes, I couldn't, went out there and knocked down a little bit, but I think, did exactly what coach asked me to do and dominate the paint.
Have you met with coaching staff? Like, go get a meal with him or anything?
Yeah, definitely. I'm pretty sure we met in Chicago. I'm pretty sure so. But we have lunch. We have some lunch today, so we're definitely gonna get some good conversation over there.
You know, backstory to this?
It's really more cultures for me. I like different type of cultures. They got the Polynesian, the Egyptian, the Asian, and then the Native American. It's just all cultures for me. I like different types of cultures and different walks of life. So that's really the story behind my tattoos.
Mom's over there on one, isn't she?
Yep, yeah, mom's in here with the elephant. She's walking to the house. Elephants everywhere. She's obsessed with them, so did kind of a tribute to her. She loved him, so.
What were you studying at Wake?
I was a communications major with a history minor. Love history buff, love to read about all the different types of stuff, so yeah.
You know any of the current Blazers at all?
I do know Al Farouk, Go Deeks. He's a big one. Obviously, I'm familiar with the whole team, but personally, Al's the only one I actually know. Again, Go Deeks.
Have you talked to him sort of about the organization at all?
Yeah, we've had a couple conversations. We've had a couple conversations about taking that step to the next level, and then what Portland's all about. So yeah, we've definitely been in contact. So yeah, shout out to Al.
You met Duncan at all?
Yeah. Not extensively, but we've had a chance to meet and talk a couple times. So, like I said, another Go Deeks.
I saw you said hi to Damien. Had you met him before today, or?
No, that was my actually first time meeting him in person today, and we just had, we chopped it up a little bit, had a nice little conversation, gave me a couple pointers and tips, asked me where I was from and all that type of stuff. So, like I said, just chopped it up, show my respect.
You talked about shooting threes and stuff, and you didn't do that. Is that something that's been a big focus this summer, or is it just,
Yeah, it's definitely been a big focus. I definitely want to show guys at scouts, or GMs and all that front office guys that I can step out and shoot the three. I think I've shown a little bit I can shoot that mid, so I definitely want to show them I can translate out to the three and knock that down and be consistent out there.
A couple more questions. We're gonna wrap it up.
Is there one aspect of the NBA that you're kind of curious about that you don't, you wonder if you have that?
My biggest thing, not even really if I have it, it's more the speed. You hear a lot of guys talk about how fast-paced the NBA is and how much of a change it is from college to NBA. So that's definitely one thing I want to experience for myself, see, and get used to that as quickly as possible so I can get on the court and make an impact.